That cat's an alien. That's an extraterrestrial.
And I think we'll start the episode off right there. That cat's an alien.
Cat's an alien.
Yeah, he's a goof.
I mean, he's definitely...
He's just licking Ethan's leg.
It's definitely a reasonable possibility.
It's
Do you have
like-
any words?
He doesn't talk very much.
No.
It don't matter. Your phone can go off. Just never let it happen ever again.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The last episode was an interesting one that we had Will on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We were talking about Will being like a sex slave or something.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
It was an interesting one.
You were.
Did your family watch that one?
I feel like no, I didn't really tell him. Hey, hey, Dad, you won't listen to the podcast of me talking about how I'm a sex slave for them and I'm their little good boy, and then my political alignments and then getting right into politics right after that.
Yeah, that was a kind of a wild episode.
Yeah. You guys even tried to like peer pressure me to show my feet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you
could always show your feet if you
No, man.
We do have to. That's what I was saying about we have to change the title because all the new episodes get shit views. Like the newest episode, I don't know how long it's been out, but it's got like 150 something views or less.
The one that we just did?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we gotta either start clickbaiting and just say fuck it. This is how you gotta make it in this world.
No, we gotta be genuine.
Or we gotta figure out some other way to do the thumbnail that is more.
I think a lot of it
click-worthy.
is just the content and not the thumbnail. I'll be real with you.
I get that, but the thing is, the numbers were big.
Well,
like 400 a pop
when
each
you're showing
episode. Decent. So let's start showing feet again.
Well, when you show feet, you get like 2,000.
Dude, those episodes, the feet, they're still the best performing. The only reason the channel is in the green right now is because those episodes still get views. That's the
just
only
because,
reason.
You know.
It's crazy.
I think you should start the Patreon, you know.
I need two people to go in on.
The feet podcast guys?
No, not really.
Exactly.
It's a rough look.
It's a rough look, but it's profitable.
I think it would be funny to go, but like imagine like in 5 years and we've got like 1 million, right? We're big
and they all just want to look at our feet.
And every time we go get like on a different podcast or someone asks us how we started or something, we go,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we started off feet. We sold our feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think a lot of a podcast is selling the personality, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But a lot of people don't want to take this hour-long investment to know these personalities, which is why you need things like
short clips.
It's very rare for a podcast to pop off that's just a podcast.
I know. That's why I want to be the first.
Well, there are plenty. I'd say the few examples there are, it's like
but most of them they already had a following. You know?
Well, I guess.
Like you already
there
have
are some examples of what you're talking about.
Matan. You seen that kid? Matan?
No, I haven't heard of him.
He does like he's got like white sheets as the background and you have just two tables and he just fucks with his guests. That guy made it completely off the podcast. But he also got a lot of big guests on. The only problem with being in Illinois is there's no big fucking guests.
Well,
you can't get anyone, really.
Well, yeah, go to Chicago. Go to Oblak.
We're going to Oblak. We're going to interview at Oblak.
Prove me wrong in Omaha.
That would be huge. That would have to go huge if we went to Oblak.
We did
a podcast.
If we survive.
You just say some absurdly just horrible thing and you go, prove me wrong in the middle of Omaha.
Prove me wrong, yeah. Have a sign, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Be like Charlie Kirk, that dude that goes to those colleges. That guy?
He was just here.
Was he?
Yeah, at the
Charlie Kirk was? Yeah. Damn, we should have gone.
It was packed, and apparently they only let in a certain amount of people. I didn't go, but...
I'd have been like, dude, you make money off of making people mad. Good for you, man.
Precisely.
But fuck you. For real, though. Fuck you.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that what you guys should do, more than just the podcast, you should do, like...
Other stuff?
Other short-former stuff, like 10, 20-minute videos, like what you wanted to do earlier with, like, interviewing people.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And instead of, like, an hour-long interview, maybe just do, like, a 10-minute, 20-minute composite.
Mm-hmm. But, like, the interview I did with, what's his name?
Well, that was just 40 minutes.
Derek?
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about Derek. I'm talking about the what's his fucking name? I forget it. I'm sorry, man. But the guy that is sober now from being on meth and coke for his entire...
I don't know his name either.
That interview was so good, and it didn't go anywhere. Now, of course, I could have made small clips
Yeah, and you should.
And post. I definitely should, because there was a lot of really good parts in that. A lot of good stuff.
I mean, you'll definitely have to take advantage of like TikTok. And
exactly.
Instagram.
That's how that's how you grow fastest now, is that really short form content like YouTube Shorts, Instagram.
How
Reels,
the fuck?
TikTok.
What's the easiest way? Because the problem I have, which is me just being lazy, is I have to sift through a 40-minute episode and pick out all the good parts.
I'd argue that if you can't sift through 40 minutes of your own content, then why would somebody watch it?
That's
regularly?
fair.
That is fair.
That's definitely fair.
That's tough criticism, but I know on one hand it's like, well, I've already seen it, so why I have to watch it, but...
No, I mean, I like listening to myself. I just don't want to sit there for 40 minutes.
Well, exactly. That's why a lot of people don't want to just click on
the thing is like,
podcast.
I'll be sitting there and then I'll just like tune it out and think about something else, and I'm like, oh fuck, I just missed it.
Yeah, and that's ideally the audience you want in most podcasts.
Yeah,
that's low key.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I don't really pay attention. It's just like background noise.
I mean, even if it's just like when I walked in here and you were playing Rust, even if it's like, as stupid as it is, but even if you did like a playthrough of Rust through a wipe or something, or anything, just like...
Well, you wanted to do the backpacking content.
Which would be... We need to start planning
like
that.
Ryan Trahan or like that one
No, like backpack camping.
Well, okay, then who am I thinking then? There's a guy...
You're talking about the Outdoor Boys.
Probably. That's probably what I'm thinking.
The Outdoor
like
Boys.
The dad?
Yeah, the dad,
the dad,
That's the same thing. But then... We would go, and then we would do a podcast as well while we're out there.
Well, yeah, that's
around the fire.
That's the ideal. But at the same time,
but we'd record the whole thing. Yeah, and then I would edit it, throw it together, and then maybe have a 10-20 minute video out.
Because I think, well, I guess I haven't really seen much cinematography from you. I'd say that you'd be pretty good at like camera work and all that.
Dude, did I show you the edit I made?
Oh, didn't you film the Bigfoot movie?
Yeah, I didn't film it because I was in it.
Yeah, you were Cheryl.
But Billy recorded it. I edited everything though.
That's true.
Everything.
Very true.
But I made a nice little car edit of my car.
Oh yeah. Was it the one you sent us?
Yeah, I showed you guys. I just didn't show Will.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. Well, I haven't seen Will. It's crude, and I could do better now, but...
I'll get that. I mean, I've never made an edit before, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, I think the camera looks great. I think some of the transitions...
Yeah, they're not very good. Oh, yeah.
Shit!
Yeah!
Oh, shit!
Hell yeah.
Why is it 20 seconds? It's just, I feel like I keep thinking it's about to end, and then it doesn't. So this is the next one.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I was proud of it at the time, but I'm not proud of it anymore. I know I could do better.
Yeah, I think it's a fun way to, like, this is the type of stuff, I don't know if that's the type of stuff you do for the podcast, but...
I was going to post that, I decided, actually I have multiple
even
videos.
Something as simple as, like, in the edit of this, just, like, have the video and, like, above
Yeah,
us.
right.
I think you have, like, probably a third of the camera space up here.
Mm-hmm. I
you
could
could probably
put it up
show
there.
the video there.
Yeah, I could.
That would be good.
I could put it up there. That's where I need a timestamp and write down like what time I just show the video.
Well, then we could also have things where if you start doing stuff like that, we could be reviewing, certain things.
I mean,
whatever.
That's
like,
a great idea. Just like
movies.
go out and be like, I try.
Nolan and I talked about that is like reading books and then doing like almost a book review on it. That's
a great idea.
That was what we talked about.
That's a great idea on the surface, but again, with the fact that like so few people read.
That's very true.
And then a lot of books now have such heavy like political views just because of what they're about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm talking about like a self-help book. Like we were gonna read 92 Little Tricks to talk to people.
Okay.
And then we were gonna talk about what we thought was important in that book. And once we actually did read it, and we found out that book's a pile of fucking shit. It is not good. She just keeps saying the same damn thing over and over again, and you don't learn anything from it. Okay. It's like, be nice to people. It's like, fuck, thanks. That really helped me. Talk to people.
Big information. There.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
See, when I read books about dragons and
yeah,
so.
Yeah, dude. We could go read the Lord of the Rings and talk about the Lord of the Rings.
I mean, yeah, man. You guys need to hit a niche.
I think you're right. The niche thing of doing the more like specific category, different things.
Hit a community because that's where you start really getting a following. Is like, I'm not saying go for like a small community or like I don't. That kind of sounds like I'm trying to tell you to target people, but no, just like I mean, there's people out there who I mean,
For sure.
obviously everybody has the potential to have an audience,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and it's just discoverability. It's like SEI. It's all that.
Have you been learning stuff in college?
Well, it's just stuff
Like
I-
about your major.
Kinda. I'm gonna be taking photography next
Oh,
semester.
cool. That'll be cool.
But I mean, I feel like I already know a good amount about everything. Because right now it's just kind of like waiting until I get in the courses I actually need to know about
Right.
stuff.
Just gen eds. And
Yeah.
Yeah, gen
It's
eds.
so I could rant about gen eds.
I know,
The fact
dude.
that I gotta take a gen ed in college feels so.
I mean, after going through 12 years of gen ed classes.
I mean, on
And-
one hand, it's like, well, if you go to college, you learn about you want to have a good understanding of everything. It's like, well, no, not really.
I don't see a
No.
class on how to deal with your emotions. Like,
Well,
other than psychology.
but
But I mean, even then.
philosophy maybe.
philosophy,
But
yeah.
it's like if I wanted that, then let me do that, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
I shouldn't be forced to do that.
No, yeah.
Especially since you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars.
It fucking.
per-
And you
potentially.
should be able to pick what you want to learn.
Right.
I believe
know?
a controversial hot take. I think when you go to college, you should pay for what you want.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
controversial hot take. I think you should be educated for what you want to be and not another math class.
No,
Yeah,
we
right.
want to force you to do things you don't want to
Yeah.
do with your
Yeah.
money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
And then we're going to charge you for everything else you do
because
while you're
we're kind of trying to show you that that's how the rest of your life is going to go out, because you're going to be in debt to us for a long time.
That's kind of beautiful, isn't it? You know?
Debt?
here. I mean, it really is.
Or the idea of a college and the government and the current culture controlling every facet of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to agree.
That's it. That's where it's at.
Yeah, that's life.
I mean,
that
that's
one song.
life.
Yeah,
That's
Frank Sinatra.
life.
Mm-hmm. It's an excellent little tune. Oh, that's what we should do. We should do music reviews.
True. We should break
That would
down
be kinda fun.
songs.
You will get smited by copyright unless you sing it a cappella.
Well, we don't
instead
make.
of-
The thing is, I don't. You're not gonna make money off of it right now. So if you build it up to where you're
Well, you
making
can still
money,
get
then.
copyright strike.
But you're not making. The copyright says no money. That's what it says.
Well,
it doesn't
if you get
change-
Too many, it could also just kill your account.
Does it shadow ban you?
I mean, just actually kill it.
Well, that's bullshit. I'll push the copyright.
I mean, if you do it in fair use, maybe. But like, it's just so annoying to have to deal with.
I don't think that's true. You don't. Your account doesn't get. You can use copyright music.
Well, you can't.
There's no
but as long
penalty
as
to
you're
it.
You
using
can't
it
use
fair
you
use.
can't use it and then get monetized. over
Right.
that.
That's what I'm saying. When you use it, they completely say no. You're not getting shit from this.
right.
But it doesn't say your video won't get boosted as much. Like, it doesn't change how
That's
the video
fair
gets
enough.
processed.
Well, maybe you're right. I don't know enough, but
It's true, because I mean, there's a lot of big channels that they don't make money off their videos because they use copyright sounds.
Yeah.
They use music on their edits and stuff, and they're
That, and
big
then,
channels.
I mean, there are bigger channels that do music reviews.
Right. Yeah. A lot of those guys, like Anthony Fantano, you know that guy?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, don't. He's a fucking. I don't like him. But he rated my Childish Gambino albums like fucking dirt.
I'm sorry.
It's like a 3 out of 10.
personal
That's
vendetta.
bullshit.
Personal.
Yeah, he hates Childish Gambino. Every single album that he has released, he's clowned on.
Why is that?
He just doesn't like Childish Gambino.
Interesting.
It's a personal thing. Go look at all the videos, all his videos on his records, and every single comment's like he just hates. He's got a vendetta against him. Yeah,
Yeah, I wonder what the reason is. Like,
I don't
his
know.
wife.
He just rates
yeah,
them all
they
shitty.
know each other personally
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
They had a falling out.
Yeah, it's a deep-seated issue.
Right,
Right.
It's not surface level. This is a whole. This goes
Yeah.
back 10 years.
Actually, Childish Gambino's songs were actually written by Anthony Fantano. You know that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's what he wants you to think.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you that's not true. I'm a Childish Gambino lover.
I don't know. I personally don't listen to much.
That's fine.
Not
don't
because I
care.
dislike it. I
No.
just don't know.
You like more rock than rap.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'm more rap than rock. What about you, Will? What is your music taste?
Oh man, I hate this question.
Oh my gosh,
I just
dude!
don't-
I remember
I just
in
don't
like
have-
4th grade when you walked around having a sheet of paper going rock, country, rap, and you would have people run check marks on each one. I put, I think, rock. Yeah. I remember it. You were walking the hallway and you were like, can you vote on this?
That sounds like something I'd do.
And I was like, yeah.
Why are those free?
I don't know. Those are the big three.
those are the only three music genres.
Those are the big three. Like the most known. And for a kid, that's like the only thing you know.
that is kind of like
I feel like I'd remember. I guess I just don't.
I remember.
I don't remember hardly anything from like 7th grade.
I remember that because I didn't really have very many interactions with Will aside from that at that time.
Yeah, well, I don't remember most of my interactions with you.
Fair enough.
Sometimes I'll look at my text from you and I'll be like,
"Who's that?"
When did I text him that? I don't know.
Dude, I text you every week. Pretty much every week.
There was like a 3-week gap and I was like, oh, I'm fired.
Yeah.
Shit. I took too long on the last one.
I once Nolan wasn't here. I was like, oh shit, I got to do everything myself now. So then I was like, I can't rely on Will. I can't rely on anyone else.
That was such a funny day because I'm sitting there
and you see a video posted.
Oh, I saw your Snapchat story.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't make that thumbnail. And I'm staring at it. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And I texted him. I'm like, I don't remember. I was like, so I'm fired. I get it. No, I get it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just collapsing inside.
My shit wasn't my thumbnails wasn't good enough for you. Is that what? That's what this is about? I'm not good enough for you.
I don't know. I was just like, okay. I was like, it was a pro and con in my head. I was like, well, I guess I can't use.
And then he was like, yeah, but his looks like fucking dog shit.
Start ripping it apart.
It's just what I say in the car stays in the car.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, it was something.
It was something. I did that on my Final Cut Pro. I did that on the video editing software.
I could tell.
Yeah. So that's what I was working with. It was
definitely better than your. I think it was definitely a step up.
I cut out the people. And then I put a shitty picture of a car crash behind it.
That was good. Again, I feel like I tell you this every time you send me something for a thumbnail. I just need you to just give me something more than a screen cap.
Yeah, I understand. I usually can't think of what to title it or what to say on it.
Well, I just need even just other pictures of like you or Ethan.
Okay.
Put in the like.
Oh, okay. So what if can I use a picture of Ethan where he's laying in a chair with?
Oh god.
With fucking what was it?
Baby powder.
Baby powder all over him.
I'll tell you, somebody might click that more. Actually, you'd probably get worse than feet people if you did that.
I'll show you the picture.
Oh god, it's so terrible. That was such a terrible experience.
Yeah, it was terrible, but it's so funny to look back at it.
Shit.
It's one of those things.
I remember waking up. I had inhaled a good fucking bit of it,
and there was a ton in your ear.
Yes, it was all over me.
How do you?
The fucking contact picture is crazy.
Was he aware?
No, dude.
He was asleep.
Fast asleep.
He was asleep.
Fucking Landon's bitch ass. I am gonna name drop. Landon's bitch ass came over. Kappas. And he came over to me with the bottle of fucking baby powder, and he just tips it upside down. Now, and his excuse was, I thought the lid was on.
Oh my god!
Dude, when Landon
poured
goes
half
up,
that bottle on my head.
Landon goes up to the pearly gates. He'll answer for that.
He will. I swear to God.
Look how disheveled he was.
He looks so shocked.
Look at
that was terrible.
Did you take that photo?
Yeah,
that's evil of you.
My head was laying right there, and see the splatter.
Dude, you are taking a picture of a man at his lowest.
I don't know if it might
have evil.
I will give you permission to attach this in like an upper
Thank
corner.
God, dude. It's so funny.
That's actually, I was imagining something maybe a bit more, how do you put it, consentful.
No,
dude, I was fast asleep, and this guy poured it all over my head.
I think that's literally a crime.
It has to be.
Yeah, dude.
That's literally just assault.
And we did it to like 3 other people before we did it. We were pouring it on like Brady while he was sleeping. We didn't put it on his face, I don't think, but we put it all over his feet and legs.
I had to go home. Like it was in my ears and in my eyes.
Straight up just went home. Yeah.
Like it was all over.
Yeah, that was bad.
I had to go home and shower.
It wasn't me, but I did.
To go home and shower.
Yeah,
dude, it was in every bit of my face had baby powder in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was terrible.
Were you smooth though? You had to
No.
be so
You
smooth.
felt great after after that shower.
I felt like
You felt
everything
young
was
again.
covered in powder, dude.
You felt like young. You didn't feel chopped no more,
My
did you?
my hair actually felt good. Like
Yeah.
it got all in my hair,
nice?
and my hair was like super fluffy. I do
Yeah.
remember that.
That was
awesome.
I didn't do it, but I
was
did
horrible.
enjoy watching it
That
happen.
was horrible.
Oh, yeah. I bet you did.
It was.
You had the flash on that shit,
I
too.
felt so bad because he was like I didn't expect it to be that bad.
No,
It was
it's
just
landed.
a funny prank, like just he'll wake up and then he'll
'Cause
brush it off and
all
go
the
back
other
to sleep.
people that he had poured it on, he had just like
Yeah,
Ju-
like
just a
powdered it.
little bit.
Yeah, not
Nah.
fucking put the whole half the bottle on him.
God.
It was in good nature, but it turned out wrong.
I don't think that's in good nature.
No, it was not in good nature at all.
It wasn't in evil. It wasn't.
Yeah,
there wasn't
it was
an
not in,
evil
like, a
intention behind it.
bad-hearted one.
Yeah,
I
but
get you.
well, I mean,
Not my
I remember Braden brought it up when I saw him the other day, but Braden got ran over by the golf cart. You
Yep,
remember that?
yep.
And it like cut his leg open.
It was partially my fault.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah. Were you saying go? Was that
Well,
you?
I mean, it was. What was the circumstance?
I don't-
Something had happened, and then
Landon was driving, right?
no, Brady
Cat-
was driving.
Brady.
And I think Landon was in the passenger seat, and I was on the back. And I remember Braden was running up, and I threw a football, and just so happened to manage to hit him right square in the balls. And he fell down to the ground, and I said, "Go, go, go," as Landon was also saying to go.
Yeah.
But Brady had the golf cart in reverse for some reason, and so as Braden fell behind the golf cart, Brady then ran over him with the golf cart.
What the fuck?
As we were all screaming to stop,
I-
he was still going.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel happy that I was never in that circle.
It was.
I mean,
It
we
was
had-
a lot
we
of
had some
fun.
good moments.
Yeah, but there were times we flipped the
Yeah,
golf
I
cart
bet there
4
were
times.
by the
We
sounds
did
of
flip the
it.
golf cart 4 times.
Yeah.
Well, I say we. It was always like different. I don't think the same person ever flipped it twice.
Twice.
You know what you guys should do for an episode?
We
Maybe
should-
You should make a tier list
Of
of all these moments that you're currently.
God, there's
we
so
need to
many.
do.
Yeah, just make like 10 of them.
God.
You can make a whole series out of it.
Yeah.
Make 10 of them. It keeps you focused on a topic. It lets it so then you're going bang, bang, bang. It feels
And
fluent.
we're just enjoying it.
and you're enjoying it. I mean,
We-
hell,
we-
you could even.
I don't know if I want to relive all those memories.
I do.
Some of
I
them,
have no
mean,
problem.
If you cried on
So-
camera,
okay.
that'd be great.
Some
That
of
would be
them you don't want to relive. I agree. I take back what I said.
There were just some moments that were like
Some of them are better.
I
that you
will
don't
say,
remember.
and this is allegedly what I'm about to say. Allegedly.
allegedly.
Allegedly, there was 6 boys running around naked in
Allegedly.
the grass at that house, and maybe someone drove by and saw, and then told other people what they saw, and then that word got back to us. Do you not remember that?
No.
That word got back to us, and it was like it was an isolated incident. Do you remember that?
I don't remember word getting back. But
Word got back.
I remember that allegedly
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, allegedly.
I don't think allegedly.
This is
No, it was all
I-
alleged.
hypothetically.
It was all alleged.
I don't think that's a strong enough word to cover you here.
Allegedly.
In
But I will
theory.
tell you,
In theory.
I back this up to this day, and I will back it up for the rest of my life. Run around naked once. Do it once, okay?
You haven't
And-
lived till you do.
You really
until
haven't.
you're frolicking in the field.
You really
naked.
haven't.
I mean, it's a truly primal experience.
It is. It's incredible.
That's what David Goggins does to you.
on a nice
I bet
summer
you-
night.
I bet you David Goggins goes on naked runs.
It's such an experience. It's an experience. Just
Holy
go
shit.
summer night, a clear sky. You can see all the stars, and a nice little breeze. It's probably, let's say, 68, 70.
I don't think we need the temperature, but
That's where you want to be for real. If you want
I mean,
to
if it's too
enjoy
cold,
it,
think about it.
if it's
Yes.
too cold or it's too
Yes.
hot, okay.
Yeah. there you have to have the
The
right
conditions have to be
conditions.
right.
They have to be
Humidity, maybe a little dew, so your feet feel the wet.
Just a little bit of
Yeah.
a
dew.
little bit of dew. It's
This is
Naked
all
and afraid,
hypothetical.
huh?
no,
hypothetical.
this at this point it's not hypothetical. I'm telling everyone out there to go do this.
Yeah, I told you it wasn't good enough a word.
Yeah, no.
Go.
We're
go-
recommending.
No,
it, but
the incident that I had said was hypothetical. However,
the advice.
the advice is not. The
Top
advice
10
is
Midwestern experiences right there.
for real. I
Running
mean, what
around
else do you
naked.
have to do?
That is very true.
And also,
Go hang
if
out at
anyone
Walmart.
calls us gay, fuck you. I don't give a shit about your word.
I mean, it didn't really happen. Really, it was all a dream.
But hypothetically, if it did, and
Now,
someone
the
said you're
acid
gay,
you guys
hypothetically,
took, the
That
acid
was
you
very
guys
real.
Took was real. The acid, shrooms,
all of the
illegal paraphernalia.
the guns you shot in the air.
Yes, we ran from the cops.
I think we did. I think
Only
like 2 people
flintlocks.
died that night.
It was 2 people, but no one found out.
No.
They weren't important.
I'm not gonna say that. That was one of those moments where I thought of something and it.
All we were doing is role playing Fortnite.
Exactly.
Oh.
Slurp juice was
You know-
just mushrooms.
Yeah.
Slurp juice was mushroom. You guys, the guns were just fucking. They were real. They were real.
They
Like I said,
God
were-
rest Billy's soul.
yeah.
only 2 people died. It was all fine and good.
But you didn't know about it, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, I never heard of the Fortnite night.
You should check if Deer Lake's pond ever got emptied. You'd find
I'm
something.
waiting
Yeah, I
for
don't know.
Cobe to
I
knock
don't know
down
if
that
we
air
ever want that
conditioner.
to happen.
Oh, he won't. That's a new air conditioner, by the way.
I was just admiring that.
Yeah, we
Is
got
that
it.
the one you needed help?
Yeah,
getting?
yeah. Leigh and I got it in there. It was a
Excellent.
ordeal because we had to take the window out. The
You had to
first
take the
window.
window
Yeah,
out?
there's only one
Oh.
window and there's 2. Yeah, but it works, and I did have it on because I figured it's gonna get hot. Do you remember when the first podcast we did with you, Will,
What's
where
that?
I split it into 2 parts because it was 2 hours? It was incredibly hot up here by the end. It was like
Yeah,
summer.
because the air conditioner
Yeah,
was
and
too loud.
the AC had to be turned
You know
off.
what's so funny? I come on this podcast every time you change co-host.
Yeah.
Ethan, when your time's numbered, I get notifications.
Oh.
Whenever you suddenly get hit with the "I can't do this anymore" virus, and
Yeah, dude, it
vanish
happens.
off the face of the earth.
It has to be me. It's not.
Yeah,
It's-
you're
yeah.
just so
I don't-
ridiculously ugly. I can't
Right,
take
you can't
sitting
look
next
at
to
it,
you anymore.
and you can't take being on video next to me. It hurts your reputation.
Yeah, it drags me down.
Yeah. Although I've
I'll tell
interviewed
you.
the fucking mayor, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that is crazy. Is he actually the
Yeah.
mayor now?
Yeah,
or
he
is
won.
still-
He did win.
He won.
I don't pay attention to the politics
Don't worry
here.
about it.
I'm pretty sure like 300 people voted, so not very many other people pay
Right.
attention.
I didn't even know when the elections were.
It was April, the start of April.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool that you can interview people like that, and I think
Yeah. Also, do you know This Is It? Big Mike's furniture store. This Is It furniture.
No.
Yeah, they used to have a store in Champaign. I don't think. Well, maybe they never did. I don't know. But I'm getting to interview him.
Oh.
oh,
Which
there,
is really
there.
cool.
Furniture store?
And he does like when I texted him because my mom knew him for a long time, and I texted him and he said he had 13 charity events to do before
That's
the
a
end of this.
good-
I think
That's a good interview.
the first weekend of next month we're going to do an interview.
Good shit.
And
Good-hearted individual.
yeah, he's a great guy. So it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, but
So I'm still locking down some good ones.
Yeah, to try and kind of throw it back to topic 1, just like even just like tier list.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just like tier list, even if it's just like we tried every kind of Doritos
Well,
flavor
Jackson,
back to
he
back.
liked giving us ideas. Would you like to give us ideas, Will?
Dude, I got ideas.
Shit. Well, then bring them to
I
the
tried
table
to
more
shotgun
often.
every type of beer in the state of Illinois,
in
and
24
you have to
hours.
rank them. And no, you only have 2 hours.
2
for a
hours?
podcast.
Damn, 2
you better
hours.
get on
We have
it.
to do it all on
Just
camera.
a full raw
Yeah.
cut. It starts with you guys. I can't wait. Then buy like beer 52, Bud Light, hard seltzer, whatever.
Where the ambulance
Just-
takes
you're-
you away to the last
Like,
fucking
you
clip.
upload the footage of the paramedics coming in
Yeah,
to lift you.
the
You're
last clip is
You-
the
And then
ambulance.
you just let the camera roll with nobody in here for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, you gotta hit the mid roll.
Just
Right.
Cove is just fucking running
It's
around
just
going
it's just
nuts.
your grandpa walks and he gets the phone that you overdosed.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
And then
And
it's
then
like,
the next last 10 minutes before it auto uploads to YouTube is just your granddad crying, your grandpa
yeah, it
crying.
shows the whole event, and then it would actually be all of a skit, and it would be like that
Yeah.
one fucking the house with people in it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hype House?
No, the house with people in it. Have you ever seen
Is
that?
that the name of the group?
No, it's a video. It's I'm surprised, Ethan, you've never heard it. I think I talked to Landon about it, but the house that has people in it is like a 45-minute video of just a bunch of security cameras in a house, and like the girl starts, like the daughter starts and she's laying on the floor and the parents are just like walking around her acting like it's normal. And then by the end of it, you find that she's actually sunken into the floor. And like there's
sounds sick.
Yeah, there's a bunch of wild shit. And if you go watch like the video, if you go watch it by yourself, you'll go, what the fuck
It sounds
did I just
surreal.
watch? But then if you watch someone break it down, you go,
Mm.
what the fuck?
Even you play games?
I do play games.
What games you play?
Right now,
I've been really into Schedule 1 recently.
Yeah, let's sell some
I'm
drugs.
telling you, man. There's something so nice about selling crystal methamphetamine
Yeah, you know?
and not risking getting arrested for it.
I love it when an indie game does better than AAA.
Yes,
like
dude.
way better too.
One guy made that
Hold
game.
on, I gotta
The fuck is
silence
that?
this. See, this is Mr. Kappas blowing up my phone at the moment.
Oh, he's gonna
so-
have to.
Dude, I'll see
He's
him
just
on.
gonna have
I'll
to
see him
wait.
at EIU.
Yeah.
It is so weird. It's so awkward.
Why?
Why is it
Because
awkward?
it's just like I don't know. We never knew each other like that. And he's like, Will, and I can tell that he already wants out of the
Dude,
conversation.
I
No,
see.
you just
so
gotta
funny.
try to lock him into the conversation as long as
Oh,
possible.
one time I did.
You have to. That's,
And I regretted it because he looked so uncomfortable.
I saw.
He'll stare at me like this 1,000 yards. He's like, "Hey, Will."
Oh yeah, I do that.
He's like,
I think he always just has the 1,000-yard. Like,
"Hey."
If
like
I-
he's
if-
scared of me.
college.
If I were to see you in, if you went to my college, I would beeline directly towards you. I mean,
Just run at me?
Just run through people. I mean,
Like those videos of those guys walking girls home.
yeah.
yeah, right.
What?
Do you not know what I'm
You
talking about on
haven't seen those?
TikTok?
I don't have
You
TikTok.
have
Yeah,
it?
when,
Oh, well,
you know,
that's
like
why.
following the girl home from the bar to make sure she gets home safe.
And then it's just him
just
like
a dude
sprinting after her. It is awful. It is because it is awful. It is awful, but it's so funny
It's-
from a perspective of a man.
Yes, dude.
It
Dude,
is so.
I've
like,
heard stories of guys saying how they get hit on at bars, and it's like they think it's
Yeah,
DUI, and then all of them they go, "I can't imagine being a woman."
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
send my girlfriend
Like-
a video of that. And she'll be like, "Oh my god." That's
You have a
so
girlfriend,
awful."
Will?
Yeah, I've been having one.
What?
Hell yeah.
That's so sweet.
But
From
I'll send her that.
EUI?
No.
EUI.
EIU.
Yeah, ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca?
From ayahuasca. Yeah.
Ayahuasca.
But yeah, I'll send her that. And she's like, "That's so awful. I fear that every day." And it's like, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
I-
funny
I
at
low-key be
all."
like-
No,
liking
that,
videos
I
of
was
that.
I was just sending you that to greet, like to, like I was just saying.
I'm just
relating
yeah,
to your
that's-
grievance.
I'm just trying
No,
to
but,
understand
I mean,
you.
I'm honest with her, but at some point,
I don't know. I feel like
That's just low-key funny.
she's gonna watch this.
yeah, yeah.
I love her bottom of my heart. It's just like I can never what the fuck is in my pocket? Oh, sticker. It's a
Nice.
sticker thing.
Hell yeah.
But let me switch pockets.
Okay,
But
nice.
little switch up.
it's just like I'll tell her that it's like, but it's just a funny video.
Right,
But
it's not
obviously,
It's not real.
It's fake.
Obviously, it's deeper than
But,
that.
I mean, in
though.
reality-
but I can never understand how deep that is.
That video is shedding light on that being a
yeah,
thing.
like I fear like there's a world where that's like not a skit and that's like a real like that.
Oh
guy
yeah,
was,
all
like,
the time.
That guy's like a Johnny Somali where it's like I'm just gonna run after this woman home once she leaves the bar.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
gonna
you're
put
drunk
on-
and you're
I'm
like,
gonna put my
you know, it'd be
Jordans on
funny
and-
if I ran at this woman full speed.
for 4 miles straight. And then I stood outside her house and I took pictures.
Yeah, I was drunk. I was
Like,
drunk.
it's scary.
Last
to think
night was
that's
a
reality.
movie, literally a stalker
am-
movie.
Literally,
I
dude,
stalked this
you're never
bitch.
gonna believe it.
Yeah,
Okay, but yeah, so you play Schedule 1. That's your big game.
I play Schedule 1 a lot more
By
more
yourself?
now. Yeah. Unfortunately.
is there multiplayer?
Yeah.
Dude, if
Yeah, you
there-
can have
if
up
it
to
was-
4 people.
I can't play it on my MacBook. I already tried,
Oh,
and they don't have it. It's not on consoles, so I would play.
Yeah,
well,
he
it's
said he
one
was.
guy, so
I think he said he was working to get it on consoles.
yeah. Well, when it's one guy, it's gonna take a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, he has
That's
a
fair.
roadmap where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna add. It was like a sex drug that he's gonna add next.
I saw
Wow.
that he was gonna add like traveling customers and cartels, and
Oh,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
and more illegal
Sounds
trade.
funny.
Yeah.
I'll add you on
Nice.
Steam, man. I mean,
Oh,
we
fuck
got
yeah.
like
Oh,
a.
yeah. I'll have to send you my.
Yeah, we got like a group
Shit.
of people and shit. Like,
Do you?
yeah,
I was gonna play with Chase, but I never got in contact with him.
Chase White.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a legal name too. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. That's my
He's-
bad.
Well,
I just don't know. who
he
you're
was
talking
on
about.
once, but we had to scrap the episode
Yeah. Oh, why
Why
did
is
you have to
that?
scrap it?
because Nolan wouldn't stop fucking name dropping. He kept saying, yeah, and I was like, no. And he did it like every other minute. So it was like,
couldn't even
yeah, so I would have to cut.
Nolan's such
It
a
was
guy.
so much, yeah, so I had
What a
to.
guy.
I love Nolan. I
had to
hope he's
destroy
doing
it.
good. But
Yeah.
I haven't seen Nolan in a long time. Actually, that's not true. I saw him the other day, but he hasn't seen me in a long time.
I saw some pictures.
I think I'm gonna follow him home from work today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk after
It's
him.
my nightly routine, actually.
I'm gonna walk Nolan home tonight.
Yeah, dude.
I just make sure he gets home safe, that he sleeps safe.
And he sleeps, and I make
Yeah.
sure that his sleep is good and nothing
Yeah.
disturbs him.
Yeah. When he has nightmares, I just kind of gently rub his head.
Mm.
I love you, Nolan.
It's nice.
Anyway,
I
next
saw him.
subject.
Well, I'm just kind of. And Zach plays Rust. He plays. It looks like I saw Minecraft on there too.
Oh, I play Minecraft, Rust. Sometimes I'll be like,
You
I'll play
regret selling
Fortnite.
your computer at all?
No,
No, not at all.
no, because I don't play enough on my PlayStation. You know what I
get
mean?
you.
Like
I
I'll
get
go
you.
through phases where I play for like 3 or 4 days, and then I don't play for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I just actually this morning I finally beat Cyberpunk 2077.
Really?
Yeah, I
How-
tried so
What's
hard to get in
I
that
want to
game.
hear what your take is on that game, considering you played it out, and because I've only
Okay.
heard bad shit. Really?
Okay, so at the beginning, I tried to play it once on probably my Xbox One.
Mm.
Completely unplayable. It was. I mean, yeah, that
Like
game was
graphically,
it was just so buggy.
Yeah.
Like I walked outside. I can't remember much because this was like what year did that game come out?
Yeah, it came out a while ago.
2020.
Like
21
2019, 2020 area.
Yeah.
I remember like walking out of like a tutorial area or like your house.
Mhm.
And then like I call my car and it like fucking shoots in like a comet. It like suddenly bounces like it does things it's not supposed to. And it's like
Yeah.
the game now is still buggy, but like they've put so much effort into fixing it.
It's like what's that?
No Man's Sky.
Fallout 76. Or,
Fallout 76 also had
Yeah,
that story.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like the game's definitely ambitious, but I tried to play that game probably 4 or 5 times before I actually got through like the title card section.
Ah,
Right? Like over
jeez.
years.
Yeah,
like
right.
I played it on Xbox One, and then when I moved to PS5, I tried it, and then Jackson, I'm trying to remember his social security number so I could say him a shout out.
Yeah, shout out my boy.
No,
Jackson.
but Jackson, it's one of his favorite games all the time.
Really?
And he'd keep being like, you need to give another.
Does he
try,
defend
Will."
it?
Yeah, he loves it.
Huh.
And I think he's the only reason because he bought the game on PlayStation. And that's why I tried it on PlayStation. Right, and then I tried it 3 times on PlayStation. Always cut short. I always just couldn't get past it.
I'm curious.
Finally, though.
Oh,
And then he bought it. He bought like the whole thing on PC too. And then we have Steam Family, so I just downloaded it from him.
that's nice. Yeah.
And and now I got through that first section. And then it's like the second you get past that first section, the game becomes so good because the story becomes
Really?
good.
Yeah.
Because that's when they introduce Keanu Reeves, his character.
Oh, there you go.
And
Okay.
he's a great character.
What
Yeah.
was his name?
Like in the game,
In the
Yeah.
game.
Johnny Silverhand.
Silverhand.
Johnny
that's right.
Silverhand.
He's so funny.
Johnny-
I love that whole game. Cause it's just like this whole world.
I'm curious. So
in
you
depth.
were an Xbox guy, and then you switched to PS5.
I can.
So
tell
what's your
you,
preference? Do you have a preference? Because that's a big.
Well, I guess first, right? It was Nintendo Wii.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Right.
the Wii
DS.
OG,
That's the OG.
the best
Nintendo
console
Wii,
ever made.
DS, 3DS, then the Wii U, which I like, but that's because I probably have nostalgia glasses on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I also just love the family games on there. And then my first like real, I always think it's like the real online console was Xbox One. And the first game I played on that was Black Ops 3
Ooh.
with Jackson. And then Titanfall 2, which is probably my third favorite game all time.
Solid choice.
I think the futuristic, like
I agree with
high
that.
movement Call of Duty games, I think those are some of the best games. And I know that's kind of controversial,
Really?
but I love movement shooters. I like it when you can move
So do
across
you like?
the map really
Have you ever
quick.
played Apex?
I can't like Apex.
I like
No,
movement
listen.
shooters. Apex is just
Apex is the reason I can't have a Titanfall free, Zach.
okay.
Okay, so like it's really hurting because everybody in my circle is in Apex right now. They're in their Apex phase. It's like I can't support it. If it dies, I get Titanfall free.
Yeah.
Cause then they'll bring in like Titanfall 2 characters as like characters in Apex like Ash and stuff, and it's like, don't tease me like this, you piece of shit. just give me Titanfall free.
Apex has been out for a long time now. I mean, it's not much older than.
I pray on its downfall.
Younger.
I never got behind Apex either.
Did you ever really get behind Fortnite?
I did like Fortnite.
Okay.
When it first came, I got my Xbox One in 2017, the Christmas that Fortnite came out. And I got Xbox Live
That's
Gold.
pretty late for an Xbox One.
Mm-hmm. I had a 360 for a long time.
Yeah.
And then, or it was the 1S.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And then I got Fortnite was the first game I installed because it was free. And I was going to play it with my cousins, but you needed Live Gold. So I got that.
That shit is so annoying.
It is super annoying.
I hate that. I buy a game and I can't even fucking play it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So then I played that forever. And then then I started getting other games.
I think I had an Xbox friend who I only know his gamer tag.
Oh yeah.
XX Atomic Death XX.
Nice.
Atomic Death.
Shout out.
He actually, I think he like pre-ordered the Ultra Deluxe of Fortnite before it was a battle royale. So when you had to pay like
for Save the World.
for Save the World, and he sent me and Jackson pre-order codes for it.
Really?
Yeah, and I kind of feel bad because it's like, well, I don't remember his name, but I guess we were really tight because he just gave us those codes.
Yeah.
And then I had it before Battle Royale, and I have no proof to show that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I did.
I believe it. I believe your word.
I bought Save the World
Yeah.
when I got Fortnite, and I played that for a while until I kept getting scammed in those trades that you would always do.
My bad.
And I lost all my shit.
My
Dang.
bad.
I never played to that point where I was trading shit, but I did play a decent amount
I
of
played a
Save the
little
World.
bit. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think if you want PvE, it's just Plants vs Zombies, the best PvE game ever.
Minecraft?
No, not really. Minecraft, yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah, I've recently got back into some modded Minecraft stuff, but
Oh, baby. They dropped a better than Bedrock on Bedrock, so it's like a modded Bedrock.
shit, really?
It's you have to pay for it, and I bought it because I really like mods, and it's actually
pretty good because I feel like it's
compared to PC modding, it's shit.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
But for a console, I give it like a 6-7 out of 10.
Okay.
And that's pretty up there.
Okay.
For most of them. Most of them are so ass.
Yeah.
But
to kind of jump back on, so I had Xbox for a while. I think highlighted games would probably be Black Ops 3, Titanfall 2, GTA 5.
GTA 5.
Yeah, that's like
when's GTA 6 gonna drop?
Never.
This year?
It's
Never. They keep pushing it.
Or was it
I think
2026?
it's June or July this year.
But it's gonna be like $100.
No, it's gonna be. It probably was gonna be $100, and Nintendo comes out and they're like, "Yeah, we're making games $90 physical or like $90 digital. No, $80 digital, $90 physical.
Holy!
So GTA is probably gonna up it even more.
Yeah,
yeah.
I guarantee you it'll be over $100.
That's an investment.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such an investment.
But I mean, you're gonna buy that. Like, here's the thing: GTA 6 could be the biggest dumpster fire known to human man, and it still will be one of the best-selling games
for
of
sure.
Absolutely.
But it's like I really am proud of Schedule 1, and not that I could even play it, but the fact that it snubbed out AAA games is so good to see.
It's the reoccurring through line right now with game statistics. Like Lethal Company, Schedule 1.
Yeah.
I think people are just sick of these games that are the same game.
And they're shit. And they all have problems.
I think a large reason that is because with a AAA game, games only get more expensive to produce, right? And you're until Nintendo's finally adjusted for inflation, you're getting the same payouts. So you're getting less payout for more. And then a lot of these AAA companies don't want to make this risk of like doing something different, like what Lethal Company, Schedule 1 does, etc. Where they're taking these risks with their genre or their gameplay style.
Right.
And then it causes these, and that's why you see a lot of indie games getting ahead because they're above the bell curve. But just for as many of these indie games that we see kind of show up, I think it's like thousands of indie games get released on Steam every day.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like we're seeing these shining examples, but that's because they just have such a faster pump out rate.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things, if we were to say indie games as a whole are one entity, right? But like I'm sure Schedule 1 was this guy's like year project, 2 years,
Oh
3
yeah.
year.
Yeah, he worked
right.
hard on it. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean it's paying off for that guy. Fuck,
Mhm.
he has
Fun
made
game.
some money.
Fun ass
Well,
game.
and I mean, it was like $20, I think, on Steam,
I think so.
something like that. And that's the other part of it is who wants to buy an $80
Yeah.
game?
Who
and
can
have it
afford
be-
that right
yeah,
now?
the
Most
same
most
game.
people who play games can barely afford that type of purchase.
Right.
Not
Yeah, exactly.
And then you factor in you're paying $10 a month to play that game anyway.
Right.
For most games.
Right. And so it's like it's
Unless you're on computer,
rough.
which
Right.
I think at this point, I think PC gaming is probably is obviously it's always been the optimal way of gaming.
yeah.
But I think they're optimizing now for PC gaming specifically.
Exactly.
But console is just so easy. PC is
Console's
a
easy.
lot to walk into.
It's definitely a trade-off,
yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
You are taking away a lot of your freedom with a PC by having convenience and like portability and all that with a console. Which
Yeah.
for someone like you, that's great. That fits what like, you just want to
Right,
be able to
well,
sit down, turn on the game, and not have to worry about
I found
shit.
out the hard way by literally buying a PC and having it for 2 years and then figuring out consoles a way for me.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't play enough. A $1,300 piece of equipment was sitting there and I didn't touch it.
Right.
You
Used
know?
it for
I
homework.
get
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So it was like, it's rough.
Yeah, for sure. So after Xbox One, I don't know why I'm like.
It's insane that you're
struggling to
able
think.
to jump back into that because I totally forgot about it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to stay plot relevant.
You're doing
I guess. I'm trying to do your job.
Yeah.
But, so after Xbox, I think I'm trying to remember the year. That's why it's taking me so long. But like high school, because PlayStation 5 comes out, it looks like the console. Because Xbox was kind of losing me.
They're kind of falling off just in general, I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. But
Yeah.
PlayStation, my dad, he is such a trooper. It was supposed to be a Christmas gift, the PlayStation 5, but you couldn't get one anywhere.
Yeah.
And then it was supposed to be my birthday present, and he got everything for it but the PlayStation. So like, I had controller, I had a headset, I had games.
Because you still
You're
couldn't
like,
get it.
I was like pretending.
Yeah.
I turn on my Xbox sometimes. I'd be like, "Wow, ray tracing, Spider-Man." But and then I think it was probably like March. He finally got like a giant box, and then he moved it out, and it was like a bundle that had like another Spider-Man game. So I already had two of them. I had two of the same game, and I had that game in the wrap on my shelf for probably like 4 or 5 years, and I sold it to someone.
What?
And I can't remember who I sold it to.
Dang.
But it was still in the wrap. It was like the deluxe edition, so it came with like the first Spider-Man game too.
Jeez,
Quite the steal
man.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but-
cool.
And then after, I don't even really use that as much anymore because that's around, I think, a year and a half later is when the computer I was using since like I was born
Yeah.
finally died. And
Yeah.
I was like, internally, I'm like, thank God.
Right.
Right, but I feel bad.
Right.
And then at the same time, it's like, well, this could be years. But my dad got a Black Friday sale for a new computer, and I've had that since probably around high school.
Wow.
And
It's still kicking?
yeah, it's great.
What's like the biggest thing you can run on it? I mean, you're running Minecraft mods. Cyberpunk's
Cyberpunk,
huge,
yeah.
yeah.
It's actually crazy because Cyberpunk runs pretty great on it. I mean, sometimes I have to restart my computer
It's
and then
impressive.
get it to work. But like the new Elder Scrolls Oblivion game, I'm playing that off of one of my brother's buddies to see if I like it because I've never liked a game like that. And it runs like shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, that's weird.
I know.
That's really confusing to me.
Something like my computer could run almost anything except for like the most taxing thing I ran was the Minecraft mods that like all the mods 10.
Well, that's crazy.
Oh my god, taxing as hell. I mean,
Yeah.
my PC wouldn't even open it up.
Yeah,
Open
you
the
gotta play
game
that
up.
on Fabric. You
Yeah.
gotta download the Fabric version of that mod.
It's so hard to play. It's,
He said, but I know he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
No.
That's a good idea.
Basically, with CurseForge mods, there's like
there's two different.
there's the mod,
Yeah.
and then Fabric is meant for like laptops, so it's a lot less like it's
it
a lot less
optimizes it.
intensive.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So a lot of people just run Fabric mods because they're basically the exact same thing, but
And
less performance.
you can yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, I use CurseForge.
Yeah.
What do you use it for? Minecraft?
Yeah.
Have you
Can
tried?
yours run mods on your computer?
It depends on the mod.
Right.
Have you tried Cobblemon?
Cobblemon.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most top played mods.
Cobblemon?
Yeah.
It looks so good.
I've never played it.
It's the Pokemon Company has my balls in a vice right now, and I hate it. I hate it when I get in this Pokemon because it's the Pokemon spending period of your life, and it's supposed to last me like a month, but it's been holding me for like 3 months now. It's like fuck, fuck me, dude.
Can't get enough of Pokemon.
I guess, man.
Dang.
Not like in a fucking, not in like, oh my god, Pokemon. Did you know?
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Did you hear about Vaporeon?
Yeah, right.
But like I hate that I like the games, but I do.
Why? Why do you
Right.
hate that you like the
Because
game?
the modern games are so ass, but it's like a drug I keep coming back to. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like
That
God, I
makes sense.
fucking hate this game, and I'm sitting there and I'm playing it for another 6 hours when
I
I'm in my
understand.
car or something.
Yeah.
I feel that way when I look at like the Pokemon cards that I collected. I always look back at those and I'm like, man, why did I spend so much money on
It
these
is crazy
fucking
to be like
cards?
a grown ass man and scalp Pokemon cards.
Oh,
Dude.
dude. And like baseball cards, football cards.
Dude. I
Stuff-
think it's just I haven't heard as much about.
Oh, yeah.
Low key, hot take. I think it's okay to collect football like sports cards. I just don't get it
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
it's like, on one hand, it's like you collect them. I guess if you collect them to just collect them, that's different. But like a lot of people collect those cards
To,
like
for
'cause they're-
value.
For value, but it's like, who the fuck is gonna want a rookie card from a guy who dropped out because of a crack addiction? Nobody knows him anymore from
Right.
45 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, the risk of buying a rookie card is exactly that. You know, you buy the rookie card and maybe they suck and they drop out, or you know,
Or they
It's a
become
weird
fucking
thing.
Babe Ruth or whatever.
But I mean, also those people look at, or some of those people will look at us playing games and go, "Why the fuck would you spend $60 on a game?"
right.
You know,
I
like,
just-
what's the point of that?
I don't know.
It's weird.
I guess that's from my perspective of like,
No, I agree with you. That
games
I
have just been my life,
yeah,
my livelihood.
yeah. Some of my fondest memories are fucking Minecraft, dude.
I'm saying,
Like Minecraft
Yeah.
I attribute 95% of my math skills
to Minecraft.
to Minecraft.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, maybe
Like-
simple addition.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
simple addition, multiplication.
Yeah, I guess
Division.
multiplication.
Yeah,
There's some division.
Yeah, it's like that got me through the elementary math.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Oh fuck, I'm pulling a Zach. I'm trying to remember where we were.
Consoles.
Cobblemon. Well, I'm trying to work backwards.
Cobblemon.
Cobblemon is basically like, do you know what Pixelmon is?
Mhm.
Right, it's basically Pixelmon, but if they actually made it for Minecraft and not like those weird ass like 3D round sprites.
Yeah.
But it's like it's actually like they're blocky and it's very aesthetically really
Just-
cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm enjoying it. Josh got me to join a server, and then my girlfriend joined it, but it's like this really small, like 15, 20 person server. But it's so funny because I just socialize so much with those people.
Yeah, it's nice.
And
It's
it's
nice
like-
to have a nice
It's
little
the
community.
first time it's like a little
Yeah.
community. I think
Yep.
it's pretty cute. And then console wise, I'm trying to remember what your original question was to me.
Which one do you prefer?
Which one? Okay, well, I'm
Xbox,
assuming you want to
PlayStation?
take computer out of it, right?
Yes.
Because
This is just a
it's
console war.
penultimate.
Yes.
I'd have to say PS5, but I feel like that's kind of a lame ass answer. Oh, and of course Nintendo Switch too.
Mm.
Or
Top-
Nintendo
top-
Switch combo
Top
2.
3. Tell me your top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
No particular order.
PlayStation 5. That's boring, but I mean it's just the best performing one, and I think it has some cool features.
It's very simple, and they did a good job. I really enjoy PlayStation
and then
5.
probably like Nintendo Switch. I think it runs like ass, but I think
yeah.
there's something really nice about being able to like have it portable.
You see that,
sometimes.
all the shit about the new one coming out or whatever?
I'm saving up for it right now. For
What's the big deal with that? I saw like
Tariffs.
that's what it is.
Tariffs. The price is a big thing because I think it's gonna be like $500
Mm-hmm.
because
Jeez.
I don't want to get into the politics of it.
You don't
But-
have to. Actually, well, I would like to apologize to you about the last episode because I have since changed my political views.
I know
and
you texted me and you went, "You're right, Will. Elon Musk is fucking crazy."
Yeah.
And I remember chuckling to myself in a very petty way. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
I was wrong. I try to be, think about the best.
In people, I
Yeah.
feel like that's
And then
valuable, but
my biggest thing for Trump, more or less leaning on Trump, was I just want to change.
Oh,
No.
so has your opinion on him changed too, or is it about?
Yeah, I think he went in saying he was going to do a lot, and he didn't. Which is, I mean, obviously you have to say shit
Which
that.
I find that
to
really...
get in, you're gonna say shit that you're not gonna do.
What you're saying is
it's like
actually
clickbait. It's
really...
like click on this video, you don't even fucking see it. You don't even see what the
exactly.
clickbait is. You know.
What I find really interesting about that actually is that you're kind of reflecting that a lot of these like Republican right-leaning people's viewpoints, because like statistics show that usually the president stays like really supported until the honeymoon phase is over, which is usually the first 100 days of the term.
He was like, let me make the honeymoon phase last 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. And then with Trump, actually, it's actually showing that it's kind of like
falling off.
That like he's kind of killing the honeymoon phase, and that's kind of for good reason. I try to kind of explain it to like my dad and stuff because he's pretty
Trump.
He's pretty.
Same with my dad. Oh my god.
He tries not to be, but he's pretty deep in the weeds there.
Mm.
But it's like the tariffs could have theoretically made sense, right? Because like there's some things that
if he
we
didn't
should
go,
do the tariff.
yeah, China, you're not listening to me. Let me give you 300% tariffs. Let me just put that up there. Keep going. What the fuck?
That's not a tariff
Dude.
at that point. That's just going, we're done trading with you, China.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is on that is like if you look at it surface level and go, oh, it's gonna hurt our economy, but also it's gonna hurt China's economy big time as well.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt both sides. But
so it's like the two biggest leaders aside from Russia, which fuck Russia, whatever. The two biggest leaders are going into a trade war. The fallout is the entire world.
Yeah.
It's the entire world.
The thing is, right, with like I don't agree with tariffs, but I don't even feel like Trump agrees with tariffs at this point. And that's mainly because, right, you have when he first did the main, like the blanket tariffs, right? The reciprocal tariff on everyone, which to keep it short, it was dumb. Because he's giving like to keep it TLDR, he gave like a fucking small ass town in UK, that only sold fish fillets, as their biggest export, like a 30% tariff.
He was like claiming that all these countries were, and it was like the smallest countries that couldn't go without it had to go. Yes, we'll do it.
It was just like, hey, this small country they buy things from us, an export country, but we don't. No, other way around, sorry. We buy from them because we buy. That's how our economy works. That we buy and then we sell high-end goods like planes and...
Yeah. Right. We don't make much.
And, well, what we do make is we make really high luxury things like cars airplanes, private jets, etc., etc.
Like, we don't make any electronics, really.
Yeah. Not as... We don't make computer chips. We don't make the chips like TMMC and...
We don't make essential items. We make, like you said.
We make luxury items. That's what America's biggest export is, right? And that's why that's a big reason that we've been able to stay afloat in a lot of things, that we have these big stocks. We have the Mag 7, which is... You know what the Mag 7 is, right? Magnificent 7. It's the 7... I think it's like 80% of all... I don't know the right number, but... It's basically all the top banks of America. It's if you look at who they invest in the Mag 7.
Oh, okay.
Right? And that's because... And that's like so many people's 401ks and stuff. That's where they get invested in. And it's Tesla, which really shouldn't deserve to be there. But... Because they make a lot less compared to the rest of the Mag 7. But Elon Musk, just... Whatever. Elon Musk as a personality is the only reason I think Tesla's in the Mag 7. And that's probably the only reason he's still CEO is because a lot of Tesla's support comes from Elon Musk as a forefront. Yeah. He's kind of made himself this irreceptible.
But now his image is doing the opposite.
Well, it's still a factor of there's a lot of people who support him.
Yeah, for sure.
It's still...
But it's interesting to see... I think it's super interesting to see the parties flip on Elon Musk.
It is very interesting.
It is so wild to me.
Yeah.
To see the complete and total flip. Where Democrats are now saying the electric vehicles are piece of shit and they flip off electric vehicles or Teslas when they drive by. Yeah.
Specifically Teslas.
Which is crazy because... 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, everyone was going, we need this.
And that was before Elon Musk would tweet like fucking 2 million times a day or whatever. And that's not hyperbole. I think that's almost accurate. Almost. He tweets, actually that definitely is hyperbole, but he
tweets way more
like
than he should.
Times a day.
Yeah, way more than he should.
But yeah, and then, where was I? This is like the effect of this podcast.
Tariffs.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the Mag 7 real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Meta, it's just Google. I'm trying to remember the other two.
Apple.
Already said it.
I think I already said Apple.
I'm just.
But it's just like those companies, right? That's the Mag 7. OpenAI, Nvidia.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's the Mag 7.
Nvidia.
I don't know about OpenAI actually, but I know Nvidia is. So like if those stocks crash, we're kind of fucked.
We all crash. Yeah.
Right.
Because like that kind of showed when Nvidia had that giant plummet because of Trump talking about tariffing Taiwan.
Right.
And then we bounce back from that hopefully, but if we do that too much, we're gonna. It's okay to have these bounces, but like when it starts happening over and over again, we're gonna hit a Great Recession.
Yeah, patterns they start, and that's a scary thing for that to be a pattern to start.
When Trump does the blanket tariff, right? That's fine.
Ish, yeah.
Right, that's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I get where he's coming from and going,
I
hey,
can
we've been getting screwed
the
by
idea,
these countries a lot of the time.
Sorta.
And we're gonna stop that.
Yeah,
but
that's
also,
his idea.
Also, if he's saying, hey, we need to produce more in our country because if we go into war, we're kind of fucked. That's also kind of fair. But then there's also the pros have equal amount cons or more.
Exactly. I'm trying to think where I was going. Oh, it's the fact that if you're gonna do that, don't instantly back off from it, because that's what Trump has done with tariffs this whole time, where it's like he goes with a tariff.
Yeah, he's like a little dog.
Yeah, and then the second the Americans are like, "Hey, Trump, what the fuck?
He's like,
what are you doing, man?"
A chihuahua.
And he's like, "Oh no, 90-day pause. Come on and communicate with big old Trump."
Mm-hmm.
And then he's setting this precedent that, I mean, even if he kept the tariffs, it takes a lot of money. Like, here, wait, let me give you an example. Let's say you are a like $500 million net worth t-shirt factory in Vietnam, right? And these tariffs come in, they hurt. Right? They're gonna fucking hurt you bad because your biggest export is America.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to spend like $200 million, like almost half your net worth, to move a factory in America to put your shirt shop there that might not even produce as well, and you have to worry about that too?
Yeah.
Or are you going to potentially just wait out 4 years or less when somebody else comes into office?
Yeah.
And the tariffs are gone.
Yeah. And they can sustain on what they already have.
Exactly. So you're not going to do that.
Yeah, right.
And
also, like, I hate to say it, but they pay those people in those factories dirt.
Right, yeah. They can't,
versus
they can't
when you have a
afford the
factory
labor.
in Illinois, or not in Illinois, fucking in America, you have to pay $15 an hour at the minimum or whatever. And then you have to have insurance.
I wouldn't know much
benefits
about all
and-
that, but anyway, back to what game console I think's the best.
Yeah, so PlayStation 1,
Yeah,
Nintendo
Nintendo
Switch
Switch.
2.
Not the 2.
Oh.
Just Nintendo Switch, because I obviously don't have the 2.
Okay.
And then maybe like, I want to say Xbox One, but I think the controller, I don't know why. I just don't have great memories with the Xbox One. Besides like the iconic ones like GTA and all that.
Yeah.
Like literally playing GTA from dawn to dusk.
Yeah, GTA
And
is
then
addiction.
yeah. I mean, I've recently and then probably like the Nintendo Wii. Which
Yeah.
is kinda
The
weird
Wii
to
is
me.
like cold
But like
class.
Wii Sports
Definitely.
Resort and all that shit was such a
The
classic.
Wii's in my top 3. For sure.
for sure.
I love that thing. I still play it when I go home, when I go to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I have a PS4, but
We actually just recently bought an original Wii
Yeah.
like on eBay or something.
I have one. I have probably my original one.
We had ours and
My-
it broke,
my
and we kept
living
all the
room.
games,
yeah.
but not
Nice.
the Wii.
Yeah. And then I want to say I love the 3DS, but it's just so inconvenient
Mm.
because it's just like I'm too old of a man to be holding this 3DS. It's like my hands are so big and like the screen is so small, and I already have bad eyesight, and it's just like, what is that?
Right.
What is that? Sport, come here. Come here, kid.
Come
what
here.
does it say? Play for
You
me.
put your glasses down, like,
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like a video game cuck.
Yeah.
I give it to like my nephew, and I'm like, play the game.
yeah.
Play the game. That's all I
Yeah,
watch.
relive my childhood memories. Nah, bro. It's definitely, I think it's that.
Yeah. That's good. PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5.
Nintendo Switch.
And
Nintendo.
And probably Nintendo Wii.
Gotcha.
Nintendo knows how to make a console.
Yeah.
And they know how to make some damn good exclusive games.
That's very true.
But that's about it. They're just so greedy.
Yeah.
Such a greedy company because
so.
they know that they know how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a fucking Pokemon game. Game Freak. They see a Pokemon game and they're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
This is only the biggest IP in the world. Let's not fucking do anything. Let's just grab these Blender assets and put in some trees and.
Does it look bad? Do those games look bad?
They look awful.
Oh.
And it's crazy. It is crazy because like you have games like Breath of the Wild, which is
They're
literally
beautiful.
breathtaking.
Yeah.
And then you have these Pokemon games where Game Freak puts in the bare minimum because they have the biggest IP in the world and they know people are gonna buy it anyways. And then it's like they have like trees.
What the fuck does IP mean?
Intellectual property.
Okay.
It's like copyright. So like Game Freak has Pokemon,
Right.
Yu-Gi-Oh's an IP,
Okay.
right? Like a music label's an IP,
Got it.
right? Et cetera, et cetera. And so they have the most profitable franchise in the world. Pokemon is the biggest franchise in the world, most profitable. And
Certainly.
I won't bore you with that, but it's
Minecraft.
crazy.
Minecraft's up there.
Minecraft's definitely up there.
Well, it's even more so now with the Minecraft movie.
Yeah. For
Jack
real.
Black was such a bad cast.
What?
I love
Jack Black as a personality. I love him in the movie.
He played Steve great in my opinion.
I just don't think he's Minecraft Steve.
He's Minecraft Steve.
It's fair.
Now,
Yeah,
he's Minecraft Steve.
I just wish it wasn't.
Who would you rather see?
I hate that question. I've gone asked that twice now, and it's like, well,
if you have
I
an
don't need
opinion
to
about
think
it,
of a better. I don't need to know a better.
well, then you're just a hater. You're D1 hater.
I'm being a D1 hater because I mean he's not even the same fucking skin tone as Steve.
I don't care. Jack Black.
Jack Black's
if
funny.
Well, wait a minute.
I feel like
There
though,
were multiple different Steve skins.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I feel like though if it weren't for Jack Black, the movie wouldn't
Well,
have
of
done
course,
as well.
because he's a fucking amazing personality, and he's a really. I think Jack Black's one of the coolest people in Hollywood. Period,
Yeah.
because he's just a very real dude.
Because he doesn't do adrenochrome, I don't
Yeah,
think.
exactly. He's just like a very real dude who
Yeah.
raises his kids, and he owns his own cringe. And I think that's really sick that you can. I'm Steve. And then he wears like a fucking shirt with like a kid and an explosion in the background,
Yes.
and he'll do like some fucking TikTok dance in like a thong. And it's like, yeah, that's Jack Black.
That's Jack Black.
That's Jack Black.
Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
Tenacious
Yeah,
D.
Tenacious
Songs.
D in itself.
Yeah.
There's some good songs
Yeah.
with Tenacious D.
There's something else.
But
Jack Black, I mean, was the right guy for the movie.
When I see that, I don't see that as Steve from Minecraft. I see that as Jack Black wearing a turquoise shirt.
That's fair. That's
So
fair.
I think I haven't even seen the movie.
What?
Right? I've
I
only
did
seen the
watch the
clips.
movie.
I've only seen the theater gunshots.
No, you're definitely gonna have to watch
Yeah,
the movie.
you have to
because
watch
if
the
you
movie.
just watch the clips, it does look like a really
Yes,
shitty movie.
I agree.
I will 100% agree.
I
with
think
you.
it's probably a fun bad movie for sure.
Like,
Where it's
I would-
bad, but
the
it's a fun
movie-
experience.
The movie is infinitely better than the clips make it seem.
For real.
in my-
Really?
I
Yes.
went
You
in.
think it's cinema?
Yes,
I would
went-
say it is.
I went
it is
in
partially
and,
cinema.
and I assumed
You
that this
think it
movie
makes-
was gonna be ass. I was like, this
Yes.
is gonna ruin everything for me. I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna be
I know it has
disappointed.
a lot
My
of-
childhood is gonna be fuck.
Oh, you know what?
It's gonna hurt me.
Yeah,
but
you
then I
guys
went in
love it
there
'cause
and I
you're
go,
fans.
this was good.
Yeah,
They did a
'cause it
good
has
job
a lot
with
of
it.
good references.
They
right?
did a good. Not
not
even
only that.
references. They just did a good job with it. They didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, the cinematography was good. The animation was good of
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
I think overall it just looked good.
It
I haven't
looked
seen
really
it, so I
great.
can't really say much other than I'm happy to hear that. But
They-
I think it's probably the same as like the FNAF movie effect, where it's like you're a fan of this franchise and they treated the fans right.
I did not watch the.
I
FNAF
think if
movie.
my dad, like if your grandpa were to walk into and watch the Minecraft movie, is he gonna go, "That's a good movie"?
Yes.
You really think so?
Possible.
No doubt.
That's interesting to me.
No doubt, because
'Cause
it was a funny, good, like
Yes.
all everyone can laugh at what's going on in that movie. It's
That's
funny.
interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah,
They
even
did a
if you
good
hadn't
job.
played or didn't know of
Yeah.
Minecraft,
Really? Okay.
it
That's
was
the
still an
opposite of my
entertaining
opinion.
movie.
That's the
Yeah,
opposite of
Peyton,
what I was
my
thinking.
girlfriend, when we went and watched, and then I was playing Minecraft and I was showing her my world, and she's like, "That's in the game. That's in the game." I was like,
Okay.
What do you think the movie was based off of?
We went to see a Minecraft movie.
Did you guys see it together or like separately?
We saw it
the same day, actually.
The same day.
Same day, but
Separately.
It was not the same
man.
show. The same show.
Yeah.
What do you? Well, okay, then actually, what was your theater's reaction to Chicken Jockey? Was there anything crazy?
A
or
bunch
was it
of
just
claps.
planned?
My theater was
Yelling and
somewhat
claps.
empty, but it was mostly just clapping.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't nothing nuts.
Okay.
Now,
It was
I know an individual that went and saw it on opening night, and he said on opening night when he saw it, you could not hear the movie.
Oh,
Like it
Dude,
was
have
the
you
screaming and rioting
Zach,
was
have you
so
seen
loud.
the? I bet you have. Have you seen the TikTok clip where it's like the fucking chicken jockey? The guy gets up, gets on the guy's back, and
It
has
has
a
a
live
chicken? Yeah.
has a live fucking chicken.
Mhm.
Holy dude, I
Oh,
yeah.
saw one that was fucking crazy because I don't it has to be like edited in some way, but the chicken jockey comes on and then there's suddenly a bunch of flashing lights and popping sounds like gunshots.
Oh no, that was real. They had confetti launchers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, the guy like gets up and he's running down the aisle and he fucking drops his phone. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
People love chicken jockey.
Yeah. Yeah, and Baron was like, why is this such a big deal? And I was like, it's really not. It's just
It's not.
It's a rare
It's just
mob.
if it was any
That's
other,
it.
like imagine if Kevin Hart said that line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chicken jockey.
Yeah.
It was.
It
Yeah.
would not have been as good.
That was a horrible Kevin
Maybe-
Hart impression. I really appreciate you guys giving me mercy there.
Oh,
We'll
it's
just let
fine,
it slide. Wait,
Thank
we're
you.
just living here. We
Just
ain't got
live.
nothing to be mad about.
That's beautiful.
It's very powerful.
You guys should.
That's
you
our
should-
message.
You know what you guys could do for like tier lists and stuff? This is kind of an idea. You could buy like a $50 projector or something.
Mhm.
Like move, like have a little set. I don't know where you do it. I've been kind of. You have all these.
It's a
I don't-
weird layout.
It's such a weird
layout.
layout.
You can't do much with it.
Like you could set up like a sheet or something maybe, and like project
Do a
onto it the tier
presentation?
list. You could project a tier list onto it with your lap. Like I brought a projector with me actually, but I don't know why. I thought we were gonna do Photoshop stuff here.
Oh no,
So I
I just
brought-
want to talk to you about what I'm
Yeah.
looking for.
Well, that's gonna. I kind of need to get in like a Discord call with you. And
Yeah, and
pull up
then-
Photoshop
yeah, we
and
could
go,
do
Do you
that.
like this?
We just have to not forget about it.
Well, that would be a cool
Would you like to be
session. Maybe,
In the
but
call?
I'm just saying for like on the podcast. Like,
Well, yeah, I think
have that
you
on the
guys just
podcast
buy, like,
in the Discord call.
yeah, just what
I
do
don't
you
know
mean?
how to do that.
Like I'm saying, broadcast your screen and then have
Screen record and post that video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you just need OBS. Do you know
Mm.
what that is?
Beats the shit out of me.
It's just an application. I don't know if you can download it on Mac, but
Yeah, that's the
it's
deal.
just OBS. What kind of file does that export it as? Do you know? MKV or MP4?
MP4.
MP4. I don't know. You could probably look up a tutorial.
Well, you can export as a lot of different things.
Yeah, I don't know how it works on OBS. I just kind of use it for class assignments.
Mm.
But like that's how everybody does like Let's Plays and stuff. Where like you have a camera in the top left and stuff.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't want to see someone's face in my Minecraft Let's Play.
It's
in
just
my
it's that
opinion.
simple. It's just like OBS. You click record and
Hey, it's 6:30.
6:30.
6:30. It's the lights go. It's time to get freaky.
your clock is horribly inaccurate.
What?
So it's been great.
No.
Been a great time.
You go ahead
I
and
don't-
Why is it so inaccurate right now?
It's
What time is it?
I don't.
It's 6:30.
I don't know why your clock is.
but
saying
My
it.
clock
it-
is-
for some reason
Your
it's
clock is saying, like
2:15.
2:15.
Yeah. I remember
Yeah.
you didn't change it for daylight saving.
No, and it was. It
Okay,
had
well that's
the-
a bit of a.
The thing was though is I remember I don't know
I don't
a
know why
week
it
a week or
He loves
he
you.
just wanted to lay with someone.
He loves you,
He does.
but I love him more.
You petted him and he's a weirdo. He likes
Really
to be pet, but he doesn't like to be pet.
I think the opening statement of this cat is an extraterrestrial really was
That
an
was a
accurate
good-
description.
Way to open it.
Well, yeah, he climbed up and he was like,
He's a goof.
"Ooh."
Yeah.
He
Well,
didn't.
shit.
He
How
lost
far are
control of
we?
his.
We're an hour and 14, boys.
Yeah, it's the will effect.
We gotta
I was
wrap
seeing
her
if I could
up.
hit my. I was seeing if I could hit my
2 hours
record.
again.
Yeah.
We hit 2 hours. That was the longest one. We did it with Persanta, I think. Yours was the longest one. Then Persanta, we got to 2 hours. And I think we had another one.
When
That
you
went
get the
pretty
when
high.
you get the podcast good and popular, you got to do like a
3 hour?
no, a
Oh.
24-hour
I mean-
stream-a-thon or something.
Yeah, the
Damn.
7 hours where you're just sleeping in bed
Yeah,
because you want
tossing
dude,
and turning.
yeah, get some footage of that.
I mean, somebody would obviously want to watch somebody
Poor
sleep.
cat.
I mean, that happens.
You're bouncing your leg. And
He don't
looks
care.
Like
he's gonna
fucking-
play with something.
Whoa,
He's gonna
whoa,
fuck with
whoa,
something.
whoa, whoa.
He don't. Let him be. If he's gonna fall off, let him fall.
Let
I
it
get
be.
that, but
He pushes himself off the couch sometimes. So
I mean, even maybe that wall could work. I mean, you'd have to take down that.
You need a
Is
small.
that screwed in, or is that like?
no, it's just nails, and I could take nails out.
I mean, even if you just took that down, I don't know. I mean, you can wrap it up real quick, and we can try to figure something
okay,
out.
we're gonna wrap this one up. Wrap it before you tap it once again.
Wrap it, but
Absolutely.
what does that mean?
Doesn't matter.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh, is that? Oh, the light. Okay, I get it.
Yep. All right.
We gotta wrap it.
Peace out, yo.